Today I'm going to talk to you about the law of attraction and getting a loan. Should you do it or should you not do it? Let's get started. So I'm making this video because someone asked a question today. They said that they had the possibility to get a loan and they wanted to know if they should or shouldn't do it, and if they did do it, if they should feel abundance, or in their own words, scarcity. Okay, so I immediately replied to this person. I told him, you never want to feel the feeling of scarcity. That's the opposite of what you want to do when you're using the law of attraction. Okay, so but my answer is yes, you should get a loan. You should definitely get a loan. Get as many loans as you can. One thing that I have learned over these years of creating businesses is, if you want to really understand how people make money, if you want to make a lot of money, one of the best ways to get started is to just watch people that have a lot of money, that make a lot of money. Learn what they do. Try to figure out what they do. Okay, that's what I've been doing for quite a while now. One of the guys I really like to watch is a guy named Grant Cardone. Okay, he's worth like over $600 million. I think it might be more, but I think that's his net worth right now. And at first I really didn't like the guy, but the more I started watching his videos, I really started getting some helpful insight to how he became so wealthy. Okay, so back to the whole loan situation. Why am I telling you yes, you should get a loan? Okay, well, first of all, if you're wondering this, you're wondering it because you don't have enough money to do something that you want to do. So yeah, you want to get a loan so you can do that thing or those things. Okay, but you want to make sure you get the right loan. You want to make sure you do it the right way. Let me just tell you something real quick. Okay, a lot of you guys know that have watched my videos. I basically manifested, if you will, $50,000 to start my new business in about 3 months. Okay, some of that money, not all of it, some of it was in some form of a loan. I just got really smart about how to make these deals. Okay, so basically right now I'm only paying about an extra $150 per month towards that whole $50,000 that I created in three months. Okay, so if you think about that, that's pretty good. That's the type of deal that you want to get. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I recommend you stick around, you subscribe to my channel. I know I've been saying I'm going to make this video really soon. I just made the decision today. I'm going to make this video on Monday. Okay, I'm going to make the video. I'm going to explain exactly how I did that, and I'm also going to explain how I got $10,000 for free that I do not have to pay back, that helped me start my business. That was part of the $50,000. Okay, so that I'll make that video, I promised you, on Monday. I just want to make sure I have everything together that I can show you the proof that this really happened, and I can walk you through the steps I took to get there to help you do the same thing. Okay, so you just want to make sure you're getting the right type of loan. So you're just gonna, and this all comes back to the law of attraction. Okay, once you start mastering the law of attraction, like I've been telling you guys, what's going to happen is your mind is going to start working for you. Okay, and it's going to show you these easy ways to get whatever it is that your dreams are. Okay, if money is your dream, you're all of a sudden, once you start mastering this, your mind's going to show you how to do this. Okay, now back to how you should feel about a loan once you get one. Okay, I was thinking about this. Okay, when this person asked me the question, you know, should I feel abundant or should I feel I forget the word they used, scarcity, I believe. Now, just recently, Okay, we're at the end of January. Just recently, my wife had gone on a huge shopping spree during Christmas, okay? And so now I actually, no, I'm not right now, but right after Christmas, I had actually more bills than I had money coming in. And don't get me wrong, I do make a pretty good living, but my business that I have right now, I just started last year, and right now it's in a hibernation mode because it's the off season. So I'm not going to start making a substantial amount of money in my business. I do fishing charters in Alaska, and that season doesn't start until June. Okay, so anyways, what I decided to do, my first instinct was to think about it like, oh man, that's, how we don't have, that much money to make all of these other payments, credit card payments, what have you, right? New bills that all of a sudden are here. But instantly I told myself, and I did this, I said, I can't think of it that way. I need to think of it like, you know what? I have more than enough money to pay those bills, and actually I have enough money where I could have more bills if I want to. And actually it's funny thinking about that, because the way that I used to be, I wouldn't be able to, but now I can do whatever I want. And I actually laughed out loud to myself, like, haha, while I was thinking this, even though I didn't have enough money for the bills, okay? But this is the secret. This is the law of attraction. This is what you have to do, okay? As silly as it sounds, you have to do this for it to work, okay? So I go ahead and look at it that way. Well, let me just tell you, in this last month, it's the end of January, okay? All these bills arrived, during Christmas, the end of December. Now it's the end of January. Well, I'll tell you, honestly, in this last month, just because of this situation, I have created, manifested, drawn into my life, I was trying to add it up a little bit earlier. I don't have the exact number, but I would say in the ballpark of $3,000 extra income, unexpected income that I never would have had before, came into my life this month, okay? And it was so easy also. And so here's another quick tip. Anytime something in your life is a struggle, okay, and you're thinking about it as like something that's really bad, well, let me just tell you, anything that's ever happened in my life that's been really bad. Now, I've lost everything in my life 3 times, okay? Every single one of those times I thought it was the worst thing in the world. My world had ended. But looking back, even before I understood any of this, looking back, those were actually the defining moments of my life that changed my life, that created a better life for myself every single time, okay? So you got to look at it that way. Anytime you have something in your life that you think is something really bad, look at it as an opportunity to make your life a lot better. And just look, for instance, what I just said, okay? I had a lot of bills that I couldn't even pay, but I found a way to manifest $3,000 extra in 1 month to pay those bills and have extra money on top of that. I even created another small business during that time that is still in the incubation stage, that has not made any money yet, but I think that it will, okay? And so these are, great things that have happened to me because of bad situations. So back to the loan, okay? So yes, get a loan, but make sure it's a good loan. And then also make sure that you spend that money in a way that's going to make you more money, okay? You don't want to just get a loan and go out and blow it on junk, okay? On things that, aren't going to make you money. If you get a loan, make sure you spend that money wisely. Make sure you have a plan before you get the loan, what you're going to use the money for. And that plan should be a plan that's going to make you more money, okay? So back to Grant Cardone, one of the things he said is he wished that he would have took out as many loans as he could have in the very beginning when he first started his own business, because the reason is because he would have made all of that money so much faster if he would have done that instead of just taking out like one small loan, starting the business slowly, reinvesting that money to grow the business. And I get that. I know exactly what he's saying when he says that. So yeah, get a loan. Get as many loans as you can all at once. And use that money to start your business. Use that money to make yourself more money. And then it's not going to be a big deal that you have a loan because you're going to be making so much more money. Okay? So, yes, get a loan. I think I was going to talk a little bit more about Grant Cardone. Yeah, let's just do it real quick. A little bit off subject. Here's another thing that I love about this guy. Okay, there's so many things that I'm still yet to learn that I don't know, but so many things that I have learned from people like Grant Cardone. So that's why I'm telling you, watch people that have a lot of money. Watch what they do. Listen to what they say. Try to learn from them. So that's all I've been doing when I watch Grant Cardone. Okay, for instance, I watch a lot of people, but so this is something I really liked. One of his videos just recently. Okay, he was talking about the IRS and taxes and how he basically his video, I really liked it because he was like, you know what, I'm going to screw the IRS, and I'm going to say it because I got freedom of speech and I don't care, and as long as it's not illegal, it doesn't matter. So guess what, IRS, I'm going to screw you this year. You're not getting my money. And I was like, oh yeah, let's figure this out, right? So he had some pretty good ideas, and actually I used one of those ideas to basically save in my wife's job. She works full-time. Okay, I'm the entrepreneur, the business owner. She has a full-time job. One of the simple things you can do right now to have more income right now is just to change your W-2 and claim 9. And yeah, you won't get as much money back during your tax time, but you will actually have more money right now. And I mean, he put it like in a way, if you were actually getting money back at the end of the year through the IRS, then that just means that, you were stupid, basically. And you gave them your money and they told you that you gave them too much, so they're giving it back. So why even give it to them in the first place, right? I mean, if you need money right now, why don't you just get your money right now? Another quick little tip, okay, about owning a business, okay? When you own a business, you're not going to be paying very many taxes if you're smart, okay? There's so many things I want to say about this. For instance, okay, I've owned businesses since 2006, okay, so that's 13 years. In the last 13 years, all of my businesses, they may have started out slow first year or two, but there were many years that I have made $100,000 a year or more, or in that general ballpark, okay? And with all of that money that I made, because I owned a business and I was smart and I hired a accountant, okay, that's something that you want to do, I probably only paid in the last 13 years, geez, not very much. Maybe $3,000, somewhere in that ballpark, okay? Now think about if you have a 9-to-5 job and you worked it for 13 years. Well, guess what? They take out about 30% of your paycheck is gone off the top, okay? And that's a lot of money, okay? I paid $3,000 in 13 years, okay? Sure, I don't have the benefits of a big Social Security account, but guess what? I don't really believe in the whole Social Security system. I don't believe it's going to even be around by the time I'm old enough to use it. And hell, I might not even be around by the time it's old enough to use it. And I don't want to wait for my money. Why? If I wanted to put my money in a savings account for when I get older, I'll just do it myself. And I don't need to have someone else do it for me without my permission. Okay, so I'm not worried about Social Security. And so basically, when you own a business, you just save so much money in taxes. You basically don't have to pay hardly any taxes at all. You just got to look into it, but basically, as long as you reinvest into your business, those are tax write-offs. I mean, it sounds pretty simple. A lot of people, know this idea, but they don't understand. If you're doing a business that you love, for instance, my business I just started, it's a fishing charter business. So I could go buy a brand new fishing pole, okay, the latest high-tech gear, which I do have. Let me just tell you, I'm the only fishing charter in the town I live in, Alaska, that has electric fishing reels for bottom fishing. Only one, okay? Maybe even one of the only ones in the whole state of Alaska. Okay, so I get all this stuff that's awesome, and it's a tax write-off. So it's stuff that I want and I use and I love having. So it's not like, oh yeah, well, I invested a bunch of money in my business, on paper and pencils, and then I'm gonna write it off. This could be things that you use on a daily basis anyway, things that you want to have. So basically you get all this free stuff. So instead of paying taxes, you just buy yourself stuff, okay? So as long as you buy enough stuff, you won't have to pay hardly anything in taxes. So that's just another quick little tip of why it's so important to own a business. Just another one. I mean, there's so many reasons why you want to. And just recap real quick about the whole loan situation. Yes, get a loan. Make sure it's a good loan. You don't want to get like a credit card with like a huge interest rate. Those are no good. And I'm gonna on excuse me on Monday I'm gonna make the video about how I created $50,000 in 3 months. And like I said, my payments to repay that whole amount are only about $100 to $150 a month, okay? And it's not for like 100 years, okay? That amount that I'm paying will only have to be paid for, like 6 years, I think, something like that. But if you do the math, 6 years of $100 or $150 a month doesn't even come close to $50,000. So I'm going to share with you how I did that, so you can have a better idea of maybe the way you should go about getting your loan so you can better your life. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell for notifications so you see when I put a new video out. It's going to be very important, especially this time, because that video is coming. And I've been saving it because I know it's going to be the best video, at least that I can think of right now. And I wanted a little bit more subscribers and a little bit more views on my previous videos before I did it. But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make that video on Monday. So, till Monday, well, I'm going to make some more videos before Monday. But I'll see you next time.